What would I do if I had exactly 10 lakh rupees and had to break into real estate in 2025, with no connections, no family business, no prior deals? Most people would panic, wait, or blow it on the wrong property. But I'd see that 10 lakh rupees as the perfect starting point. Not to buy a flat. Not to pay Amy's. But to build a system that could scale into crores. See, 10 lakh rupees is not life-changing in the real estate world. But it's more than enough to get your foot in the door, if you use it the right way. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to buy something just for the sake of ownership. They end up stuck with low-rent apartments or overpriced builder floors. The truth is, real wealth in real estate doesn't start with owning property. It starts with owning leverage, information, and access. And that's exactly where I begin. The smartest real estate investors don't just buy land. They build networks. They understand micro markets. They know what's overpriced, what's under the radar, and what's about to pop. With 10 lakh rupees, I'd spend my first weeks going deep into research. I'd track high-growth Tier 2 cities like Indore, Surat, and Lucknow, places where infrastructure is booming, but prices are still reasonable. I'd use platforms like Propstack, CRE Matrix, and RERA websites to understand price trends, rental yields, and which builders are delivering on time. While most people scroll Instagram at night, I'd be mapping price per square foot in developing corridors, studying transaction volumes, and calling brokers just to listen. I'd build a personal deal database, tracking what's selling, who's buying, and what's sitting unsold. That alone gives you leverage, because the person who sees the most deals ends up spotting the best ones. But here's where it gets interesting, I wouldn't even buy anything yet. I'd use that data to start a service business within real estate. I'd launch a micro agency that connects buyers and sellers, investors and builders, NRIs and local operators. I'd help people find undervalued deals, charge a commission, and reinvest every rupee. With AI tools and 5 lakh rupees, I'd build a website, set up virtual staging, run paid ads, and do cold outreach on LinkedIn. I'd position myself as a niche expert, maybe in pre-leased commercial properties, luxury rentals, or builder floor investments. Every phone call, every site visit, every client adds to my network. And in real estate, your network is your asset. Once the income starts flowing, that's when I'd consider asset ownership. But not by buying a 1 BHK and waiting 10 years. I'd look at fractional commercial ownership through platforms like HBits or Property Share. I'd consider pre-leased asset shares for steady rental income. Or team up with a few others to buy and flip a land parcel near an upcoming highway or airport. This is how you start building wealth without locking up your capital in slow growth flats. It's not about waiting for the perfect deal. It's about becoming the person who creates deals. Who connects buyers and sellers? Who knows what builders are struggling? Who has off-market listings and access others don't? And here's the step-by-step play. Year 1, build your knowledge, your lead gen machine, and your credibility. Year 2, scale your income through property services, build partnerships, and reinvest into digital marketing. Year 3, start acquiring smart assets, not liabilities. Co-own commercial spaces. Flip land with others. Year 5, you've got income, assets, partnerships, and the ability to raise capital. That's when you start thinking about development, syndication, or building your own real estate brand. All from an initial 10 lakh rupees. Most people see 10 lakh rupees as a down payment. But a smart investor sees it as a launchpad. If you play the long game, build leverage before ownership, and treat real estate like a business, not a transaction, that 10 lakh can be the beginning of something massive. And that's how I break into real estate in 2025, without owning a single flat up front. So if you're sitting on 10 lakh rupees, don't waste it trying to look rich. Use it to get smart. Build leverage. Build cash flow. Build the kind of network that brings you deals while others are still waiting for the right time. Because in real estate, the game doesn't reward who buys first. It rewards who moves smartest. And if you play it right, this won't be your last 10 lakh rupees, it'll just be the first one you turned into 100. Keep learning. Keep building. I'll see you at the next deal.